Hello, Africa. This is Business Africa on Africanews, and I am Ignatius Ano. Our top stories. A nation's economy hampered by years of conflict. What lies ahead for South Sudan after the formation of a fresh coalition? It's been nearly a year since the unification of two stock exchanges in Central Africa. Have objectives been achieved? And a little later, we hear why local peanut processing companies in Senegal struggle to obtain the commodity despite being a major exporter. Details right now. A nation battered by prolonged conflict since declaring independence from Sudan in 2011. South Sudan relies heavily on crude as it contributes 80% of its gross domestic product's GDP. Its economy has slowed as unrest have dealt a big blow to production and exports. Now, neighboring East African nations did not do much to restore the sovereign state to its former glory. That's according to local think tanks. Over the weekend, a fresh coalition government was instituted with hopes of ending the bloodbath. This is not new for South Sudan, but the question is, will this peace deal hold anything at all for a collapsed economy? We'll hear from a Juba-based analyst. But first, here's a report that highlights a move to promote accountability in the oil sector.
South Sudan's Ministry of Petroleum has launched the country's 7th petroleum report. The report forms part of efforts to promote openness and accountability as the country moves towards peace and stability. This comes after more than 5 years of conflict that has affected oil production. The signing of a peace deal last week is seen as a crucial step in attracting investors to the oil sector.
This will now assure us that there will be no fear of any wars in South Sudan again, and we hope that this will continue for a very long time so that we are able to use this time for us to attract investors to South Sudan so that they are able to work in a very peaceful environment.
Oil accounts for more than half of South Sudan's foreign exchange revenue. The report outlines the ministry's infrastructure plans, including refineries and storage depots. It also provides insight into how the country has advanced its sales of crude oil on the world market. South Sudan recognizes that the sector needs to continue to develop with a buyer and a market diversification and a better understanding of global economics and pricing analysis.
Dr. James Okuk is a senior researcher at the Center for Policy and Strategic Studies. He joins us via the telephone. Dr. Okuk, thank you for taking time to speak with us.
You're welcome.
Now, crude oil is critical to South Sudan's economy. The most recent sovereign state is a major oil exporter to China and other countries. Can you help us understand the scale of destruction caused by prolonged conflict on the economy and what this fresh peace deal holds?
The protracted war in South Sudan has affected the economy very much. And as we speak, the country has been surviving mostly on the oil revenues. And the rest of the sectors are just waiting for peace to take root. And this is the hope of everybody that the revitalized government will be formed and then they will implement the agreement. And the agreement will really create an environment of peace and harmony among the politicians and also among the citizens. And that could now pave the way for people to think of a better and stable economic activity. When we look at chapter 4 of the agreement, which is about the economy, which is about the management of the resources, there is a lot of hope that the new government will be pressured to honor the letter and the spirit of that chapter, and the economy can now recover, and people can think of having a country with a stable, real economic activity.
Now, the swearing in of Riek Machar over the weekend was the third time for him as first vice president. What sectors of the economy are crucial for this coalition in the medium term?
Any disruption to the security sector, it will not be good news to whatever is expected to be Sudan. Chapter 2 of the agreement has details the roadmap for that. And they need to find a lot of finance or a lot of funds to do that. And that is one of the challenges they have ahead. Once the security is settled, I think they need to focus on reforms because the time of war has brought in a lot of irregularities, a lot of corrupt practices, and these need to be really controlled and managed this time round. So these reforms are very key to the success of the new government, and they should not compromise on the reforms. And they also need technical advice and also technical direction from the friends and also from the international community.
Finally, what should be the role of partners and indeed neighboring countries as South Sudan looks forward for growth and improved livelihood for its people?
They need to open up the borders so that South Sudanese can move freely within these borders, and also the goods that are needed for the reconstruction of South Sudan could be transported in a cheaper manner than what it is now. And by doing this, in the long run, they will also gain from the improvement of the economy of South Sudan, because South Sudan is connected to all of them. As a landlocked country, South Sudan needs them, and it needs them more in time of peace, more than when it was in time of war. So the advice to them is just to remain neutral and to be supportive of the unity of South Sudanese and open the borders so that really South Sudan can have access to the international market.
Dr. Cook, thank you for agreeing to talk to us.
It is my pleasure, and you're welcome again anytime, please.
Dr. James O'Cook is a senior researcher at the Center for Policy and Strategic Studies in Juba, South Sudan. You're watching Business Africa. We'll be right back.